We got Careless Whispers, Aqua Donkey Prospecting, and the entire donkey family is in the house. So we're gonna dig and get some gold today, that's for sure. Welcome back to Gold is Where You Find It. And today we're gonna be doing a comparison of how much gold I was getting in one of my best spots in Georgia and how much gold I'm getting in one of my best glacial gold spots in the Great Lakes area. So we're gonna do some pans and see how much we can get. And down in Georgia, I was getting, on a good day, as much as a quarter gram in 3 5-gallon buckets of material. So we're gonna keep track of how much material we run today and do a comparison, do a little bit of math, and we'll be able to let you know how much better it is down in Georgia than it is in the glacial gold area. And working right behind me, you can see Aqua Donkey Prospecting, and I'm gonna give you guys a link to his channel. He puts out some good gold content, does a lot of live streams with his family, and he's gonna be, where's it at? Right there. He's gonna be doing some sluicing today himself and getting some gold, and he's finding gold in his test pans, and I'm finding gold in my test pans, so it should be a pretty good day. So smash the like button and let's get to it. Dream Mat, it catches gold really well, and if you're interested in getting some, you can get it at prospectorsdream.com, and if you use the discount code AC-$5, you can get a discount at checkout. So go ahead and check out prospectorsdream.com for some nice Dream Mat. Well, there you go. We're definitely on the gold. There's 1, 2, 3, at least 4, 5 pieces right there. So that's a good start. And we are definitely on the gold. Let's keep going. Nice. Down there, you can see the rest of the Aqua family. And of course, the wonderful Careless Whispers. She's already panning some good material herself right now. And she's finding gold too. She's got her nice little panning stool, which I highly recommend you use a panning stool if you don't want to wear your back out. So that's a smart play by Careless. She's got her little pan here, and she's got her little setup going. But I'm not actually using a bucket today, so I'm doing my comparison of what I got in 3 buckets in Georgia. And what I found out is that the Garrett Super Sleuth holds about 1 gallon of material. So 5 of those equals 1 5-gallon bucket. So we're gonna keep track of how many we do and see how much gold we get and do a little comparison. Well, the second pan has at least 4 colors, and this time they're just a little bit bigger. But I think we picked a pretty good spot, because anytime you get multiple colors per pan in a glacial area, you can't really complain about that. That's the stuff right there, that light tan from the decomposed bedrock. And we are still on the good size flakes right here. This one looks like somebody flipping somebody off right there. So that's cool. But I mean, we're just gonna keep digging right where we are, and if we keep getting flakes like that, they're gonna add up pretty well by the end of the day. That's for sure. And pan number 4 still has gold. There's at least 3, 4, 5 colors. Not as big as the last couple pans, but we're still getting multiple pieces of gold per pan. So wow, that's what's up. Oh, there's another one right there too. Sweet. And pan number 5, look at that right there. That's pretty darn good. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 colors at least. So it's not showing any signs of getting worse. And with glacial gold, you cannot complain about that. That is for sure. I'll take that any day of the week. So I've done 5 good pans in a row with great gold. So instead of checking the results of every single pan, what I'm going to do is I'm going to speed pan down to the cons, put my cons over there, and when I get a lot of cons built up, I'm going to run them through my Dream Mat Adventure Sluice, save myself a little bit of time instead of it's kind of a tedious process to pan out every little speck of gold from the black sand. So this will make things go a little bit faster, and we'll be able to do a little bit more material. So when you're speed panning or production panning, you're not going to pan it down all the way. You're just going to pan it down, you know, a decent amount. Let me show you about how far I go down. Not too far at all. You kind of avoid that long, arduous process of cleaning it out of the black sand if you do it this way. So I go down to really right about there. That's as far as I need to go down. And then I'm just going to take this and put it with my cons. All right, that's some hard work. We got 15 pans total. We speed panned, I don't know however many that was, but we're up to 15 total pans. As you can see, I'm pretty sweaty. I got a pan full of cons, so let's go down there and pay Mr. and Mrs. Aqua a visit. And we're going to run our stuff through our little adventure sluice and see how we did. So I got my friends Mr. and Mrs. Aqua over here, and they're sluicing. And I got my adventure sluice set up here. It's not going to be 100% perfect because we're not in the best high flow area, and we're not going to spend an hour building a dam. But here's the cons from the 15 pans that I sped pan through, and we're going to run them through here, see how it cleans out.
Look at that black sand.
It's moving.
It's flowing nice.
Yeah.
It's going to work. It's going to work.
The vortexes are spinning.
That's right.
That's what's up. So normally I would want this to be propped up a little bit. Oh, look, there's already a piece of gold there.
Gold on.
Did it stay? Oh, it floated down. It floated down. So really, all right, how much do I want to mess with it and be a perfectionist? I could find another rock to prop this end up a little bit.
Tuesdays with Joy. Welcome to you.
Jenny, what's
Jenny.
going on, lady?
We got the double sluice
Okay.
action.
Shoot, let's see here. I gotta find that exact right rock.
Yeah.
And that's the challenge sometimes. Oh, look at that. Aqua's got the rock for me right there.
Look at that.
I'm telling you, that's gonna be the one.
Teamwork.
All right.
No King's
That's
Gold.
gonna be the one. Look at that. We're good to go.
No King's Gold. Aaron's not live. He's just recording. So you'll see more from him later on this adventure, okay?
Yeah. I hope you don't mind people seeing your legs.
I don't
They're in
mind.
the shot.
I know. I
Well,
know.
as long as Aqua doesn't
Yeah,
care.
I'm just kind of sitting on a rock here. I'm dressed, but I am sitting in a river, so it's the great outdoors, so it is what it is.
All right, so it's a little bit slow. There we go. We got a little bit more angle there. It naturally fixed itself.
It's clearing out.
But I guarantee you we're going to be seeing some gold in the unicorn here because, I mean, I was getting 5, 6, 7, 8 color pans
Nice.
earlier.
Nice.
So I just decided to speed pan.
It's always fun when the gold travels.
Oh yeah. Well,
From
let me show you guys some
many
gold
different
here. You can
locations.
see some gold in the box right now. And as usually happens with the Dream Mat Adventure Sluice, it just kind of sticks to the mat right there. So I'm not going to interrupt their live stream too much more with recording. So I'm going to finish running this stuff right here, and I'll be back when I'm done. All right, so I'm over here getting the gold for sure, but let me show you guys something that the donkey has over here. Let's see what we can see in mine right now. See, there's a couple there, and they're just chilling on the unicorn. There's several in there. Oh, look at that one right there. But look what the donkey's got over here. Point to it, point to it.
Jeffrey said. I
Look,
can
where
see
is
it.
Where
That's
are you?
Jeffrey.
There it
Penn.
is. All right. Look at that monker.
Oh
Look at
yeah.
that one needs a little bit more zoom right there. How about that? That's a flake, son.
Nice.
That is a flake.
That's a
for
donkey
sure.
flake right there. Look at that.
The first one was borderline flake. That's a flake.
For sure. Take a look at the action that you're seeing happening here. Everything's spinning around. Let me sprinkle some material on there for you. And watch how the Dream Mat does its thing. The material kind of swirls around, and then the heaviest stuff just works its way down into those circles. And the gold is denser than the black sand, so the gold gets pushed under the black sand that's in each one of those little cells right there. And that's how this thing works, and I highly recommend them. And believe it or not, this little unicorn at the top holds on to some material. It's probably got some gold in it right now. I don't really see it. I think it washed its way down. Oh, there's one.
Piece right there, right in the bottom corner of the neck.
Oh, sure
Yeah,
enough.
man.
Sure enough, yeah, look at the unicorn. Holding on to that gold right there. And
Okay.
look at that right there, y'all. The unicorn caught that. It didn't even have a chance to go down into the riffles. And it just is sticking there. Well, Aqua, I appreciate you guys coming out and digging with me today. It's been a blast.
Always our pleasure.
And we're going to head home and clean up these cons. So hope we can get out together again real soon.
Absolutely.
All right. Peace out, y'all.
Great seeing you.
You too. And here's the result. A little sneak preview before we take it home and clean it up carefully. But 15 pans of material, and there's a bug right there. But there's how much gold we got in 15 pans of glacial gold. So let's go home, clean it up, and see if it'll actually move the scale so we can run the numbers and compare it to Georgia. Okay, let's see what we got.
Point.
0.005.
There we go.
Wow. 0.005. Well, that was actually one of the better days that I've had in Pennsylvania. I mean, I got weighable gold in 3 buckets, and that's pretty good. But I was looking back through my older videos from Georgia, and I found one where I ran the exact same amount of material. So let's go ahead and take a look at that one and see how much gold we got so we can make a apples to apples comparison. As I continue to go deeper, I'm getting more of this clay that gravels can't penetrate, and it's sticky, nasty. So we're gonna find out if this clay's got good gold or not. This stuff is everywhere, everywhere. I mean, who doesn't like spec counts like that? Every single pan. It's insanity. Good gold, good gold, good gold, and good gold. It just won't stop. I mean, it's every pan. Believe it or not, I think it's actually getting better. God. I mean, that's a major spec count for a pan. Are you kidding me? Wow. Here we go. It's definitely not as good as last time, but we only ran like a third of the material. So it's still pretty darn good. All right, let's tap it up. It's not terrible. This could be as high as 0.2, which would be amazing. Maybe not. That's what my initial guess was, 0.1. 0.104 grams. Oh, never mind. That's on penny weight. 0.104 penny weight, which is 0.161 grams. That is really good for 15 pans. Wow. So 0.16 grams in 15 pans or 3 buckets is a pretty typical day for what I was getting out in Georgia. So 0.16 divided by 0.005 is 32. So you can equate that to 32 times more gold in the state of Georgia compared to Pennsylvania. Now, one of the reasons that is that Georgia is an actual gold-bearing area, meaning gold is actually found in the rocks locally in Georgia, whereas in Pennsylvania, all the gold came from the Canadian Shield and was pushed down by glaciers thousands of years ago. So that's one of the reasons why the concentration is so much higher in Georgia. But in Pennsylvania, I don't know if you could tell from the video or not, but the gold is actually a little bit bigger that I was finding on average than it was in Georgia, and there was some very, very small gold there in Georgia. That's probably in part because the place where I was in Georgia was mined pretty heavily for over 100 years commercially, and the old timers were able to get the larger flakes pretty easily, but they had a lot of trouble getting that very small micro gold like you saw me getting in that video. But there's definitely a lot more of it, even though it's mined out. So it's 32 times more gold today, but it may have even been even richer in comparison than what we were getting in the 2 little sessions that you saw. So there you have it, a direct apples to apples comparison between how much gold you can expect to get in Georgia and how much gold that you can expect to get in Pennsylvania if you do your prospecting and find a good spot. So that's definitely not guaranteed, but you can find that gold yourself if you put the work into it and go out and have some fun. But even though I'm getting 32 times less gold, I enjoy the hobby just as much. I'm not a commercial miner. It's the process and the joy of being outside in nature and finding something shiny and yellow in the pan. Even though it's less, I'm not out here to make money. I'm just out here having fun. So if you've never tried gold prospecting, I highly recommend that you take up the hobby yourself. And I'm pretty sure that you're going to find it rewarding, although not financially. But I appreciate you for watching. Please like, share, subscribe. Consider joining to become a member. Check out my merch store, goldiswhereyouFindit.com. Appreciate you watching, and I'll see you next time.